Started.
My pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of self. I welcome all for today's satsang, a special satsang on the occasion of Sri Krishna Janmashtami. We are celebrating Sri Krishna Janmashtami 2023. On that occasion, let us contemplate the importance and spiritual significance of Sri Krishna Janmashtami. Wish you all a very happy Janmashtami. Wish you all family members. Wish everybody very happy Janmashtami. We celebrate so many birthdays. Our own birthday, our parents' birthday, our friends' birthday. And we celebrate the politician's birthday. We celebrate the birthday of great beings. We celebrate so many birthdays. Celebration of birthday has become a sort of habit for us. But Sri Krishna Janmashtami is not an ordinary birthday celebration. It's very different from any birthday you celebrate. Why is that so? It is very special for all of us. What is the special or significance of Sri Krishna Janmashtami? Sri Krishna is Jagat Guru. Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. He is the universal teacher. There are many enlightened beings you have heard of. Many enlightened beings. Look at history. So many enlightened beings have come and gone and given teaching. Most of them got enlightened after a lot of spiritual practices. Siddha. Buddha got enlightened at the age of middle age, 35, after going through a lot of spiritual practices. Then they taught the world. Most of the enlightened beings had to go through a struggle, spiritual struggle, and after the spiritual struggle, they get enlightenment, and then they teach. These are called Siddha Purushas, or enlightened beings. They are born human and then attain the higher realization. They are called enlightened beings. They have to do sadhana and siddhi. In the history of humankind, Sri Krishna is known only Sri Krishna is known as born Siddha. It's called avatar. Right from the baby in a cradle, all the way to his grave, when he left the earth at the age of, must be at the age of 125 years or so. He was always living in God consciousness. He didn't have to do sadhana for that. He lived in the divine consciousness all the time, right from the child birth. And such a person alone is called Avatar Purusha. And he is complete avatar, Purna avatar. The total is the complete avatar, means the divine consciousness coming down to human form. And human form attained divine consciousness is called Siddha Purusha, enlightenment. Whereas Sri Krishna is Avatar Purusha. By birth, he had complete knowledge, wisdom, and divine powers. and he gave the teaching to the world. How did he give the teaching? He gave the teaching in the Bhagavad Gita in the chapter in the Mahabharata war to Arjuna. But Sri Krishna gave a great teaching to the world by his own life. His life is a teaching. He is the living embodiment of spiritual teachings. Bhagavad Gita is summarization. Otherwise, listen to Krishna's life, Bhagavatam. That is the teaching of Sri Krishna. His life is the teaching. Of course, he summarizes the teaching in the form of Bhagavad Gita. Don't think that Bhagavad Gita is alone the teaching. Krishna's life is the teaching. So let us understand the importance of Janmashtami. Sri Krishna was born in jail. But he was shifted to the Vrindavan, where Gopabalas, the cowherds, and Gopikas lived. He grew up with Yashoda. He never saw his mother, Devaki and Vasudeva, till the age of 8 or 9 years. He grew up in the community of cowherds, Nanda Gopa. In that community of cowherds, the day he was born, enemies started attacking him. Terrorists, now we call them so-called terrorists in the today's day. Right from the day one, the child was being attacked by various kinds of terrorists sent by Kamsa. Even as a child, Sri Krishna tackled all those terrorists very easily, comfortably, and smilingly. Not a single day, there's not a single recording of entire Krishna's life from birth to his passing away, his leaving the world. Always he's smiling. Life was under constant threat, but smile is how you handle life. Not fear, not anxiety, smile. Can we learn a little bit of that and bring in our life? How to smile at our difficulties, how to smile at our challenges rather than cry. The Gopikas were so fond of Krishna. They loved Krishna. Krishna played a lot of mischiefs with the Gopikas. Mischiefs with Gopikas. He grew up in that environment. 8-year-old, 9-year-old boy. All Gopikas were fond of Krishna. They used to celebrate birthday of Krishna every year. One day, Krishna had to go to Mathura. Krishna was invited by Kamsa to come to Mathura. Akrura comes to Krishna to invite him to Mathura for games which are going on in Mathura. The whole idea of Kamsa is to kill Krishna when he comes to Mathura. Kamsa had sent many enemies, many terrorists earlier. All of them failed. Now Kamsa is inviting Krishna to come to Mathura so that he can kill him. All the Gopikas were heartbroken. Krishna is leaving them. They were crying. They were so sad. They were so upset. Deep inside, they knew Krishna will not come back once he goes to Mathura. Mathura is like a city now. It's like, for example, for us, the Mathura was a big city, whereas Vrindavan and Nanda Gopa's place was a small town. So once you go to a larger city, you will not come back. So Gopikas blocked the way for Akrura and Krishna. Now, was so moved by their love for him. He said, I'll not touch my flute henceforth in your memory. Flute was Krishna's. Krishna used to play flute, so loving music, all animals, plants, people used to be mesmerized by that. Krishna told Gopikas, he will remember them all the time. Finally, Gopikas left him to go to Mathura. But Gopikas were completely heartbroken. They were depressed. Sri Krishna gets their feeling. So Krishna wants to console them. So he sends his friend called Uddhava to Gopikas. Go and console Gopikas. Uddhava is a great scholar, great Vedantin, a great learned man. Brahaspati, or great teacher, Brahaspati was his guru. He knew all about Brahman. He is considered as Gnani at that time. Krishna sends this Gnani to Gopikas. There is two purposes here. One is to console Gopikas. Second thing is the ego of Uddhava has to be broken. Uddhava had a broken ego. Brahman is Nirguna, Nirakara, Parabrahma. He doesn't understand Saguna Sakara. Only Nirguna, Nirakara he understands. Gopis understand Saguna Sakara, manifest reality. Uddhava understands unmanifest reality, Avyakta. And he had a subtle ego in that. I am realized. Then he goes to Gopikas and sees them. They are completely mad in the devotion for Krishna. They don't know how they are wearing the dress and what they are doing. They are completely in madness. Somebody is crying, somebody is touching the ground where Krishna was walking, somebody is touching the place, somebody is bowing down to a place where Krishna is sitting. Uddhava sees their fate. He wants to console them. Oh Gopikas, don't worry, Krishna is Paramatma, is the inner self. Realize the inner self and be free from sufferings. So he is trying to give them Atma Jnana. Gopikas start crying and shouting at Uddhava. They look at there's a bee. The bee goes from flower to flower. So they sing a song, Gopi Gita. Re Re Brahmara. They treat Krishna as a Brahmara, that insect, bee, which you collect from honey from various flowers. Oh Krishna, you are like a honey bee. You go from flower to flower. You have forgotten Gopikas of Vrindavan. Uddhava is trying to console them. Sri Krishna is the Paramatma. Then Gopikas tell him. So you are speaking of Nirguna, Nirakara. We are speaking of Saguna Sakara. For us, every aspect of Vrindavan is Krishna. Whatever we see, the tree, plant, everything is Krishna. Do you think we don't know inner reality? Krishna is Paramatma. Krishna is Paramatma. Krishna is the outer reality, inner and outer reality. Both is Krishna. Whatever we see is Krishna only. Krishna is our inner self. and Krishna is the outer reality. Don't you think we don't know that? So Uddhava is actually shocked by their bhakti, devotion. The devotion is outer reality, manifest reality. Dana is the inner reality. Atma Dana. So Uddhava had only Atma Dana, but he didn't have bhakti. Gopis had bhakti and Atma Dana, both. So here is a beautiful combination. The outer reality is God. Sarvam khalu Brahma. All this is Brahman. The inner reality is Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahman. Those realization got complete when he had realization of both inner and outer. Sarvam khalu Brahma. All this is Brahman. Shri Krishna is everything. And inner reality is Shri Krishna. So the total realization is Aham Brahmasmi, Sarvam Khalida Brahma. All this is Brahman. All this is Brahman is called love. Aham Brahmasmi is called Jnana. So Jnana and Bhakti, love, together is one reality. That's called transcendence. What it has to do with Janmashtami of Shri Krishna? So Janmashtami of Shri Krishna, Gopikas also celebrate Shri Krishna's Janmashtami before he went to Mathura. That time, Shri Krishna is a divine child for them. They were attracted with form of the child, the divine child. When Sri Krishna went to Mathura, constant craving for Krishna, they realized the formless aspect also, Saguna and Nirguna. So, Sri Krishna has two dimensions, form and formless, Saguna and Nirguna. Saguna form is the body, human body, Manusha Rupam. Nirguna form is Paramatma, Parabrahma. Saguna form appears and disappears. After 125 years, Sri Krishna left the earthly plane. He was there for 125 years in the form. Saguna form is not a complete realization of Krishna. Saguna form appears and disappears. Nirguna form is eternal. As Nirguna form, Sri Krishna is there in our heart. Gopikas had a complete realization of Krishna, Saguna and Nirguna. That gives the complete experience or transcendence. So Uddhava learned his lessons. Then he said, the place where Gopikas are staying is a holy land. I'll take the feet of dust of feet of Gopikas, and he put it on his head. That's called Gopi Chandana. Even today, when we do Sandhya Vandana, we put Gopi Chandana. It comes from the land of Vrindavan, where Gopikas walk, hoping that their devotion comes, and we apply to our head. Their devotion and jnana, some aspect of the let it come into us. That's why we apply the dust in our forehead. Now let us understand what it has to do with the Sri Krishna Janmashtami. To understand Sri Krishna Janmashtami, you have to read the Bhagavad Gita Shloka number 4.9. I'll chant, repeat. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo ma veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti sorjuna. So Sri Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, my birth Janma and karma, birth and action, both are divyam, divine. One who understands real nature, tattvataha, of my birth and action. He leaves his body, punarjanmam, he will not have a second birth. That means his cycle of birth and death ends. But you have to know, me tattvataha, means in reality, in essence, not at the superficial level. So, Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam, Sri Krishna Janmashtami is an occasion to know real nature of Krishna, not just superficial nature, essential nature. What is that essential nature? Sri Krishna is Paramatma, innermost self. And our innermost self is Paramatma, self only. Sri Krishna appears to be born. Sri Krishna is not born. There's no birth for Sri Krishna. There's no death for Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna has an appearance in the earthly plane. That's Janma. So Sri Krishna Janmashtami is not a birth of Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna Janmashtami is the day of appearance of Sri Krishna on the earthly plane. Sri Krishna leaving the earthly plane is not a day of death of Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna disappeared from the earthly plane. So Sri Krishna appeared and disappeared. Appeared in a human body. But Sri Krishna is there all the time as our innermost self, Paramatma. So Janma of Sri Krishna is not real Janma. It is just appearance. Janma and karma. What is karma? What is the action of Sri Krishna? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. So Sri Krishna's karma is born to uplift dharma, uphold dharma. So entire Sri Krishna's life is to hold dharma, restore dharma. So Janma is Sri Krishna is not born. Sri Krishna appeared. Karma of Sri Krishna is dharma samstapana, establishing dharma. Both are divya. Why is divya? Because Sri Krishna is not born like a human being for the pressure of karma. All human beings are born because of the pressure from karma, past karma. Sri Krishna is not born because of karma, he is born because of dharma. That's the difference between our life and Krishna's life. Now, if I understand Krishna's life, how my life will be better? How I will be free from karma bandhana? How will I be free from cycle of birth and death? Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Tekta deham punarjanmana vidyate. Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 4.9, Tektva deham punarjanmanaiti, mameti. So Arjuna, he will attain me only. So me means here Paramatma. He has no Purjanma. How? So if we live our life understanding life of Krishna, our inner self is also Paramatma. We appear to be born, but we think we are born. We appear in human body, but we forget our divine nature. Whereas Sri Krishna never forgets his divine nature. We, out of ignorance, forget our divine nature and we think that we are the body, mind, and intellect. We are also not born. We also don't have birth. But we celebrate the birthday. Sri Krishna's birthday also we celebrate, thinking that he is born. Sri Krishna is born, not born. Sri Krishna appeared. And we have also appeared, but we think that we are born because of Adnana. And this Adnana brings us karma, karmic impressions, ignorance. Once we start living a life of dharma, Sri Krishna established dharma, dharma samsthapanarthe. We also start living a life of dharma, then we are into with Krishna. And we have dropped our ignorance, Adnana. Adnana, that I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect, I am born and I die. This Adnana has to be dropped. ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ ಇದೇಹ ಮನಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಾನಲ್ಲ ಸಚಿದಾನಂದಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವನಾನ್ನಾನೇ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect, I'm pure consciousness. I don't have birth and death. I'm never born. I appeared and I forgot myself and got involved in karma. The moment I have to inquire my own nature. Who am I? To realize the deep inside this Paramatma. I consider myself as body because of ignorance in the mind. So Atmano Mokshartam, inquire into your nature and live a life of dharma, Jagaditaya. Then we have understood Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam, Sri Krishna's life and karma we have understood. And our life, we start following Krishna's life. Janma karma cha me divyam atmano mokshartam jagaditaya. Self-realization through Shravana, Mana, Nidyasa and Jagaditaya service. Then actually we have realized, we have understood Sri Krishna, Veti Tattvataha, essential nature of Sri Krishna we have understood. Janma karma, both you have to understand. Sri Krishna is born for dharma and we are born for karma. From karma, we have to switch over to dharma. That's called Jagaditaya. Sri Krishna is not born, appears to be born. We think that we are born and in ignorance, that ignorance has to be removed through Atma Vichara, self-enquiry. So then we are free. So that is our real birth. We have two births, biological birth from mother and birth in Dnana, Atma Dnana. Who am I? And that birth in Atma Dnana is called Sri Krishna Janmashtami in our life. Sri Krishna is born in our life. He was always there as Paramatma, but I didn't know about it. I recognized my true nature, Paramatma. That is Janmashtami. That's why Sri Krishna says, second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna gives on Atma Dnana. Realize yourself. Now Sri Krishna says, realize myself, which is Bhagavan. God realization, Sri Krishna says, Yo Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam. The realization of Bhagavan or Avatar Purusha is God realization. Second chapter of Bhagavad Gita is self-realization. Self-realization, Atma Darshanam. God realization, Brahma Darshanam. Atma Darshanam. Brahma Darshanam. Brahma Darshanam. Satya realization. Inner and outer reality has to be completely understood. That is told in the shloka number 4.9 of Bhagavad Gita. When the inner and outer both are one and transcendence happens, that's a total realization. Sri Krishna Janmashtami is the celebration of total realization. Birth of Sri Krishna in our life. Birth of Atma Dnana. Biological birth is not our real birthday. That's not celebration. Sri Krishna Janmashtami is the celebration, real celebration of our birthday when we get Jnana. So we have two births. One is birth from biological mother and birth from the Guru Jnana. That is the real birth. That's Sri Krishna Janmashtami. On the occasion of Sri Krishna Janmashtami, let us pray to Bhagavan. Hey Bhagavan, Hey Parameshwara, Hey Sarveshwara, Hey Jnaneshwara, Hey Yogeshwara, Hey Sadguru, bless all of us with Atma Dnana, self-realization, and Brahma Dnana, God realization. May this Janmashtami be our real birth. Bless all of us, bless our family, and bless whole world. This is our prayer on the occasion of Janmashtami 2023. Anybody has a question on Zoom? Was it clear? Any questions? Can you unmute, please? Yes, Purnima, Vaniji.
Very clear, Prabhuji. Very nice. That thing about the Gopikas, that they were both Jnanis and Bhaktas. Amazing. Very beautiful.
We think that Gopikas are emotional. They are devotional and Jnanis also. They are an example of inner and outer relation, total.
I read somewhere that these Gopikas were actually meditating, and Narada went and asked them, "Why are you meditating, Nanta? It's not easy. You have to do tapasya for several years to get darshan of Lord, Anta." So the Gopika said, "We are meditating to forget Krishna. Bothering me so much when I'm cooking, when I'm sleeping, everything." So that was their sadhana. Arey Bapra, I need a break, Anta. I mean, I don't know whether it's a joke, but that's the degree of.
It's outer relation, inner relation. Okay. So Ramakrishna Paramahamsa had outer relation. This is called manifest world.
Yes.
Kalika Devi, right? Jaganmata. Then to go to Nirguna here to forget it.
That's what.
To forget it was challenger. So then Guru Todapuri says, cut her with that Dhanakalaga. Okay.
Yes.
So that's how it is.
So beautiful.
Yes, Vaniji, any questions? Shaila, Shravan?
Guruji, ಹುಟ್ಟಿ 2 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು. ಹುಟ್ಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 2 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು ಇವಾಗಷ್ಟೇ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಗುರುಜಿ. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಗೋಪಿಕಾರ್ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗೇನೆ ನನಗೂ ಕಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು. ಬಟ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಇನ್ನರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಔಟರ್ ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಗುರುಜಿ.
Very good.
Prabhuji, what is the significance of Ashtami?
See, Ashtami.
Yeah.
See, the Ashtami is, of course, in planetary position, it's the 8th day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, 8 is nothing but Pancha Jnanendriya, 5 organs of action, Jnanendriya and Karmendriya, Manasu, Buddhi, Ahankara. Actually, Manas part, three aspects of that. And this 3 is a darkness. And see, Paramatma is what is born beyond that. See, okay. Manasu, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta, 4, no? Sometimes they combine these 4 into 3.
Okay.
Prabhuji, like Shravanji has asked this again in the Sahasranam, Lalita Sahasranam also, she is called Ashtami Chandra Bhibraja. So significance about this 8.
8 is basically 5 Panchabhutas. 5 is always represents Panchabhutas, Panchadnanendriyas, Panchakarmendriyas, all those things.
Correct.
3 represents Manasu, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta, which is Antakarana, 4 put together, or Stula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira. The gross, subtle, and causal.
Okay.
And beyond that, Paramatma. Yes, Vaniji, any questions? Anybody else?
Beautiful message about which is our true birthday, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji,
Okay.
Hari Om Prabhuji.
Hari Om.
The Saguna Brahman andre manifest reality is the reflected reality also can be taken as Saguna Brahman, or is just because that's the first point of Saguna Alva Prabhuji.
See, whatever you are seeing, right? The world. World is Virat Rupa, okay. The cosmic form. It appears as a Jada, inert. For Arjuna, the same Virat Rupa appeared as Vishwarupa, a conscious entity, the totality.
Okay.
Understand? Right now, it appears as inert for us. There's a deep connection or oneness felt with the total universe. That's called cosmic consciousness. That's called Vishwarupa. So there is a oneness and there's a transcendence. The oneness is where you feel totality is one whole, one reality, living reality. That's called Vishwarupa.
Okay. No, I am just trying to understand that Saguna Brahman is the realization of the world outside as Brahman.
The manifest reality.
Manifest reality.
Manifest reality, three types.
Hmm.
What you call Hiranyagarbha and Virat.
Okay. Oh, Hiranyagarbha and even Hiranyagarbha is. So the reflection of Hiranyagarbha is the individual Chidabhasa then.
Reflection of, yes.
So it can Chidabhasa or the reflection in my mind, individual's mind, be taken as the first manifestation in the individual of the universe.
Correct. First manifestation, not first manifestation, only manifestation of
Only
Brahman.
manifestation. So,
In Brahman.
So my question is, can it be considered as Saguna Brahman, the reflection?
No, see, when the moment you say reflection, okay, you are separate out manifest, other manifestation aspect, the world.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You are actually going into Jnana. Okay. So now we are considering as totality as one.
Sorry.
It's actually what you called Virat Purusha and Hiranyagarbha Upasana, which is actually totality. There you are not splitting it.
Sorry. Okay. Okay, Prabhuji. Okay.
Right?
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice. Very clear.
Okay. So if there are no questions, we'll close now and I'll start the Kannada session.